Okay, folks, we are back live, and tonight we're going to play a little bit of War Robots. We're going to just dive right in and play a couple of games. If a couple of folks come online later, we'll try and pull them in. My hangar is pretty much the same as it's been last time. I've just been slowly working on upgrades. I'm at the point where I have to save up a lot of silver to do my upgrades, so it's taking a little while, but I'm getting there. Again, the lineup, I've got my Galahad with the Scourge and Punishers that's been working out reasonably well. Classic Aphid Patton, always effective for a big punch. RDB Griffin, another classic. Mag Thunder Leo, again, always a good brawler, and the classic Terran Ancelot. So nothing too exotic here. The Galahad is probably the weirdest thing I've got in my hangar right now. I'm really considering saving up gold for a second hangar so I can put something more long range and more better suited for deathmatch, and that seems to be around. I don't play deathmatch that much, but every now and then I like to jump in, just change things up. That's pretty much all I've got going on right now. As far as leagues go, I made it back up into Diamond League 2. I'm right at the bottom of Diamond League 2, so hopefully I can stay there, and we'll see how it goes. At this point, I kind of used to getting stuck on the borders between two leagues, so it doesn't bother me if I pop up and pop down one league a little bit. It happens. I've been up to about the midpoint of Diamond 2 and then dropped all the way back down into Diamond 3 and gotten back up. So it's going to happen. The state my hangar's in, where I'm kind of at a moderate level, but not really a high level. On all my bots, I'm shooting for like 8, 10, 10 level 10 weapons, level 8 bots for the most part, except for oddities like where my Patton is actually leveled up higher than some of the aphids. Shooting for that, and then I'll work on bring my bot level gradually up. I'm doing this without paying out money, so it takes some time, and I'll eventually get there. And hello there to 21 Savager Gamer. How you doing? Haven't talked to you in a while. Anyway, I'm going to jump right in and just do a couple of beacon battles, and enough talking about the game. Let's play the game. All right, first match is going to be on the Valley. Probably not going to have time for a very long session tonight, but we'll get a couple of games in and have some fun. So it's most of you are probably in the U.S. We've got actually Monday is a holiday, but it's not a holiday that a lot of people get off work for. So I'm still working even though my kids are off school, which it's a little rough. So I'm not having a late night tonight. And of course, it seems whenever I pull out this bot, I face the one thing that I'm not equipped to handle, and that's rockets. Yeah, if this guy was packing plasma, he'd be done by now. There we go. I didn't score the kill, but I took a nice big bite out of him. But now I lost my, I've got leg damage already. Try and get out of this guy's gecko range. I lost my Scourge, so it's not going to be much longer. Okay, not the best run for that bot. Targeting computer decided to switch bots. I hear a shock train. Luckily, it seems like that's on my side. Yeah, the thing I definitely don't like about the shock train is there's literally the the chain fire effect on it, where it jumps from one person to the next, has such a ridiculously long range that there's just no escaping it. If you're anywhere on the same side of the map as the person that gets hit by the shock train initially, you're probably getting hit too. And I wouldn't. I'm not opposed to that chain effect in principle, but I think the range is tuned so high that it just impede it. It makes it. Somebody gets out there with a dash bot with three of them, and it's pretty much over for your team because you can't be close enough to support each other. Oh, walked into some rockets there. All right, I've got half of a Patton left. Oh, don't get me wrong. I don't blame you for having a shock train. It's a very powerful weapon, and the dashbot is definitely the best place to use it. But I just kind of think in principle, it's kind of unbalancing to the game, just because of the chain effect. I think the idea behind it is just fine, but I think I don't think it's tuned even close to right. I don't mind the amount of damage it does. I don't mind the chain effect. I mind is how the huge spread on that chain effect. That had to be my worst Griffin outing in a while. That guy's gone. And I'm just feeling really slow today with this Leo. If I can get there fast enough, I can cause some chaos with these guys, but... Oh, so many rockets on the field tonight. And I'm not in my ants a lot. And the weakness of that Leo is that in a lot of situations you have no choice but to go toe to toe. So you're gonna eventually get killed in it, unless you get good at playing with the cover. All right, half decent warm up battle, not a high damage, but got me on the boards with a couple of kills there. And it's a win, so I got a few league points. Okay, let's see. I actually don't want to upgrade my aphid. I actually want to finish getting my Griffin's weapons all the way up to level 10. I've got one more tool in. I think I need like 7 million or 7.5 million to upgrade it. So I'm holding out for that. So we're going to jump back in. And hey, a win's a win, even if I don't do that great. Playing on the Dead City map. Let's see, this map, you know, this is a weird map. It seems like it should be a close-up brawling map, but a few well-placed campers can dominate this map. And some of the most frustrating battles I've had on this map is when the enemy team places their snipers well. Up there's that shock train. Come on. Get out of there. That's because I have my thing too close. I have my YouTube app icon a little too close to my D-pad. See, and the problem with the shock train is if that guy up there gets hit with a shock train, it's probably going to jump to me. I'm not quite. Or if the jump range on the shock train is going to be so high, the damage has to drop off per jump a lot more. So, you know, I see guys out there getting 2-3 kills in one shot with shock trains. Alright, did a nice bit of damage there on my way down. We're going to go for Griffin. And did not last very long in the 2-on-1. I'm going to go right for the Ancelot. If this guy would get out of my way, I could finish this. Alright, there are 2 snipers up top. So I can't go right for this guy or I'm going to get hammered. I'll take the long way. He's probably not going to survive that long. So he's already in a 2-on-1. At least got a shot on him. Alright, let's besiege these guys. Probably have to engage Batman down there on the ground first. He's hiding. Well, I should just leave those guys alone if all they're going to do is pound away with Noricums. Alright, let's get on the spawn. Oh, I got stuck on the corner a little bit. And that's okay. The bad guys are pushed all the way back into the corner, and they're not really going very far. They're pretty much contained, even with 4 minutes to go. I don't think they're going to last long enough to really do anything. Outnumbered, packed into a corner, they're really not going very far. Alright, let's pick on that guy. And hello there, typical cheetah. How you doing? Alright, got some shots through there. See if I can do that again. Got him. Got just enough aphids over the top. Alright, we're going to approach this guy a little differently. And hello there, Plasma is watching. Alright, again, not too high scoring, but high enough. I got 5 gold out of that, and so I got the beacon bonus for my 3 beacons. Alright. I'll take it. If I can't get the damage and the kill count, I'll take the beacons every day. Plasma posted something pretty cryptic in the chat. I'm not really sure what he's saying. Looks like he was doing some ASCII art there in the chat. And let's see, I'm at 4,000 gold. I've never bought a Fury, but I think I'm going to hold out for that second hanger. Just because that's something I've got other bots that I like to use once in a while, but not all the time. Let's see. And I think I'm about 1,000 components away from having a Tempest, and I think I've got a Leo that I really want to put a Tempest on once I get it. I picked up a second Storm, but I'm not sure where I want to use it yet. The first Storm that I've got is leveled up, but it's on a Cossack right now because I didn't have anything else to do. So maybe at some point I might try getting a Regatta and putting 2 Storms on it, but we'll see. If I get some gusts, maybe I'll do an all-shotgun Griffin or something crazy like that. I don't know. We'll have to fool around with that a little bit. Anyway, I'm going to jump back into another battle. I've got a little bit of time. Yeah, we haven't been on that long, so this isn't going to be too long a section, but we'll try to get a couple of matches in. And maybe I'll do at least one death match before I'm done. Yeah, typical. I may try that if I get enough components for the gusts. Oh, that was pretty bad. Someone shock train hit pretty much the entire blue team. Oh, leg damage already. Oh, I'm getting backdoored. Alright, we'll try. Why do I still play? Well, I play for the same reasons that I got into the game to begin with. The core game idea is still good. I don't put money into the game. So right now I'm in Diamond 2. Is the league that I'm in. Teetering on the edge of Diamond 2 and Diamond 3. Got overrun and surrounded. Probably not the best choice for this situation, but we'll make it work. Alright, we are getting pushed back. And hello there to Juan the Pro. I sit here and try to survive this reload cycle. And Typical's going for, looks like you're going to buy thinking of buying a Galahad next. Yeah, it's not a bad bot. It gets a bad rap, but it's actually fairly survivable if you play it smart. I just missed. I hate the fact that aphids can't do squat if you're to a target that's in the air. There's really no rhyme or reason to it. They actually, even if they do find the target, they just do hardly any damage if your guy's in the air, because most of the missiles just miss. And there's no rhyme or reason for it. Spirals can pick someone off midair just fine. but an aphid cannot. Alright, looks like I'm out of bots. 4 minutes to go. Team is up on beacons. The typical, you're talking about the Rogaka? Yeah, that's a bot that just works. That's a, I don't think that's ever going to fall out of favor with anyone. But Galahad's a little harder to use, and again, if you come up against rockets, it's going to fall apart real fast. But if you play it smart, you can make it work. I've racked up actually surprising a lot of kills with that Scourge Punisher Galahad in the right situations. Yeah, I like the aphid patent. That works well. With the Gepard in the right hands, it's really deadly just because you can, with this extra speed, you can play the cover better. As you notice the patent, I do best with that when I just try to stay out of trouble. And poke around corners, take shots, poke back around the corner, and things like that. So it looks like blue team is doing pretty well, even though they're down to one opponent. And judging from the position of that Thunder Carnage, it's going to be over fast. Yeah, the Galahad's advantage is against plasma and even against firearms. Machine gun's got a buff against shields, but that shield that the Galahad has a lot of hit points. It can absorb a huge amount of damage. It can get you past. It can get you past those trebuchet snipers that are when they lock down the whole board so that you can't move without taking a heavy hit. Like I said, if you get used to it and play it right, it can work. And you can remember if you drop your shield, you actually get a little bit of a speed boost. So let's see, not a bad match. I picked up a little bit of gold, third place. 4 kills, almost 500,000 damage, so I'm getting back on average, and I'm still picking up league points, so it's all good. Yeah, but on the other hand, if it's a choice between a Galahad and a Rogaka, that's a really tough choice, because a Rogaka is just good all around. It's got mobility, and it's got a lot of firepower. Highest damage, I've done over 1 million. Let's see what my average is. My damage average is all over the place. I've been getting some tough matches lately, so my damage is actually down, but I've done over 1 million. If I get on a good run, I'll do like 600-700 for a while, and sometimes more. But for me, a normal match is somewhere around 500,000 or so. So let's see. Checking the time. Still doing good on time tonight. Typically, you've got a Lancelot and a Gareth, but you're missing the Galahad. Yeah, you might as well go for the whole set. I really want a Rogaka though. I've been playing I play a Rogaka on my iOS account, and I really like it. But I like playing on Android better than on iOS anyway. But I never bought a Rogaka on here. But I've got plenty of stuff in my inventory that would be perfect on a Rogaka. So let's see. We'll do another random battle. So would people upgrade the robots but not the weapons? Yeah. Well, I know when I started out and wasn't really paying attention to what I was doing, I fell into that trap too. That's why I've got a patent that's a level 10 that still has like level 9 weapons on it. Because if you go by the suggested, the things that the UI suggests that you upgrade at the top center, it'll have you upgrading your bots more than your weapons. And the bot upgrades are cheaper too. So I fell into the trap where I was upgrading my bots until they were at their top speed. Yeah, well, you know what, and you know what, buying the Rogaka now and then save up for the hangar. I may actually, I've been debating doing that actually, just because I've been saving up. I've actually been doing a good job of saving up gold pretty quickly lately. So the Rogaka is not really that expensive, so I could make that up pretty quickly. Alright, lost my shield already, but I'm going to try and stick to corner shooting. And especially if I get within 200 meters, that Scourge just tears people apart. It's not necessarily quick kill, but it will work. It will wear them down pretty fast. When it's supported by the Punishers, that ends up, it ends up stripping them down pretty effectively. It's not a quick kill Alpha Strike, but if you can get it on someone and stay alive. Well, the Rogaka and Galahad, they're good at different things in different situations. Again, with the Rogaka, you've got better overall mobility, so you're better at dodging rockets and doing surprise ambushes. With the Galahad, you can charge across open areas and take some fire and stay defensive and jockey for position better. So it's kind of up to your play style, I think. I've had the Galahad for a while. And this is just a good map to play around with things like aphids. In all the higher leagues, there's a lot of rockets. But again, you just got to be careful. Galahad's really good at corner shooting around. If you get onto the peeking out of the right side of cover. But yeah, if the field is full of rockets, well, you kind of want to be somewhere else when you're Galahad. Yeah, against more direct fire weapons, though, Galahad is very, very dangerous. With the Galahad, it's about getting good position and surprise. If you can play position well and surprise your opponent, catch them while they're shooting at somebody else and things like that. You can do well in the Galahad. It's not going to be a toe to toe bot. It's the thing you use to dodge your way past long range guys who are covering. Let's see if I can. All right. Somebody else got the Bulgasari. Now, personally, I've always been a fan of the medium bots. So when I find a medium bot that I can make work in some situations, I like to use it. I've always been a fan of the Carnage. I actually have two of them that I haven't been using much lately. Galahad has been through a couple of different weapon configurations. May change it again at some point, but I'm kind of having fun with the Scourge. If I get a second Scourge, though, then those weapons are going on something else. Alright, most of the red team is clustered up in the corner over here. I'm going to oblige them and put some fire in there. No, without a doubt, the dash bots are the best, are by far the best all around. There's really nothing that can. They're in their own league basically. 3 medium weapons let you dominate the battlefield. 3 medium weapons with that much mobility. You don't see Fujins dominating that much because they're just not as mobile. And hey there, Frank. How you doing? Oh, Frank, let me see if I can get you in a squad. I'm not even going to look at the. That was another so-so match. I'm not even going to really look at the stats. Let's see if we can start up a squad. I think, let's see. I think we'll do maybe one, maybe two more matches. Well, let's see if When will I do Star Wars again? I'm not sure. I'm probably gonna try and get it in the regular rotation now. Uh, yeah, not sure which day I'm gonna broadcast that again, but we'll see. Gotta figure that out. All right, Frank. I'm not sure if you're online yet or not. Let's see who is out there. Who is asking for an invite? Come on, catch up. There you go. And that's Frank asking for an invite. All right, Frank. Let me invite you one more time. There we go. All right, Frank is in. So let's hop in. Grab a beacon match. Let's see. On paper, the Bulgasari should be the best just because it's big and it's got that physical shield. Actually, I think the Heichi ends up being having an edge over it, though. A little bit faster. Ansile ends up giving it a lot of good protection too. Okay, we got Springfield up. At least the shock trains are on our side. He's going for the farm beacon, so I'm going to move over towards center. And there's one of those snipers out there that, well, having a Galahad shield is a good thing for. All right, I knocked that hover out in midair. All right, let's see. What are we going to grab? I'll grab the good old Patton, and I'll stick to the city side. This is not a bot that you want to survive. That's going to survive long out in the open. Let's get that to 350 and firing. And of course, he jumped at the last second. Alright, let's try and do this again without exposing myself to the geckos. Looks like it's time to cross the river. Alright, typical. See you around next time. Uh-oh, not going well. Got him on my way down. Alright, let's grab the Griffin next. We are down to one beacon. Let's see, they got a sniper up top. Gonna punish this guy for coming out in the open. Gonna have to suffer through probably another... Getting geckoed from behind. Nope, and that's a loss. Okay, worst match of the night for me so far. Still picking up 3 of that. It's a really low scoring match. Alright, Frank, don't know if you're for one more. I can do one more before we... oh, your phone's dying out. Okay, that explains that. Alright, we're going to do one last match before I sign off. And I'm just going to take the same hanger and do a deathmatch run and see what happens. This may or may not go well. Again, I'm not really strictly configured for deathmatch, but this, I don't have enough long range. I'm more brawling. So I tend to get picked apart, but who knows if I get a good, the right map, a decent team, and this is probably not the right map. Believe it or not, my Galahad and my Griffin are my longest range bots. So for Battlefront 2, I haven't really worked out a schedule when I'm going to broadcast. As far as playing, I turn it on and off a little bit whenever I get a chance. Because I can play like one game and put it down and play again, and I overextended there. So I'll tend to hop on and play like 1 or 2 games and then hop off. Not sure if I'm gonna pick a regular night to do a broadcast on it though. So I'll have to figure that out. I want to say maybe Saturday nights, but I don't always get the chance to broadcast on Saturday nights. But if I actually complete Horizon, I might just slip it in the slot that I've been using for Horizon Zero Dawn. All right, Frank. Well, thanks for coming. I know we got to play a bit of Star Wars last night, which was a lot of fun. So as always, thanks for coming. Yeah, I'm getting picked apart here. So I got nothing left but brawlers, so this is gonna hurt. All right, at least I got him in brawling range now. All right, this isn't the most interesting match because I'm kind of basically just going toe to toe and brawling. Ouch. All right, I don't mind not getting that kill because I'm just glad that I survived it. And here I go overextending again. It's too far to that. I just never learned it's too far to get to that next piece of cover. So I'm already out. Again, you really can't play deathmatch with a hanger that's primarily brawling. You got to stick to mid-range. Yeah, keep a good brawler in there to pop in when an enemy overextends. But in general, I think Griffin works out well, but again, without much protection, much defensive capability, it's going to go down pretty quickly. Yeah, I'm seeing more and more Ansel Leos out there. good compromise. I think without the thunder, it loses some punch. I don't know. I guess I'm used to playing Leos with more offensively than defensively. So now this Scourge isn't doing him any favors. He's just getting picked apart here. Really should have ran for cover in that exchange because he was not going to win that. And he's staying alive, but he's basically surrounded by the entire red team. That guy with the Scourge is just going to pick him to pieces. There goes his protection. Those guys are awfully close together. But I haven't seen any shock trains out there, so... Yep, there's a shock train out there. Yep, it's only going to be a matter of time. Oh, these guys are clustering up a little bit too much. Red team's got a nice spread out there. They're able to cover more ground, so the blue team can't really move. This guy up here is basically just dancing around. He's never going to get into range. At least not easily. Yeah, he scored a kill, so not too bad. Again, lots of Ancile Leos. Well, that Leo, Ancile Mag Leo, is almost as much firepower as a Plasma Ancilot, so... But again, it doesn't have to worry about reload time, so it's actually fairly effective. It doesn't have the Lance's shields, hard shields, but yeah, not bad. All right, it's only 2 kills, 300,000 damage. I don't play a lot of deathmatch, not with this hanger at least. So yeah, a little bit of a wasn't expected to do that great today anyway. In any case, let's get back to the hanger view. Take a look at my silver totals, see if I have enough to start an upgrade, and we'll call it. Not quite enough to upgrade the Tulum that I wanted. So we'll hold off on that for now. And I think we're going to call it a night here. So thanks a lot for coming out and playing tonight. I've been doing. Looks like Sunday has been my night for to do War Robots. So I'll see you around. I'm on and off War Robots all week, and whenever I get the chance. So if you see me online and have me on your friends list, want to squad up, just send me an invite, and if I'm able to, I'll join in. Anyway, thanks for coming tonight. Thanks for playing. As always, a great time. Like, subscribe, and comment if you like what you see. Check out some of my other videos. I started streaming Star Wars Battlefront 2 multiplayer, which has been a lot more fun than I thought it was going to be. Continuing on through the Horizon Zero Dawn campaign, and as usual, just continuing to broadcast War Robots until I get too tired of the pay to win to keep going on. And thanks for coming out. I'll see you next time. Have a great week. So long.